Make or change. Make change real. The process is beautiful. Empower your mentality to make real change in the world. This is Michael King. So, what if the problem you're trying to escape is actually the opportunity that you've been praying for? Most people don't fail because of problems, they fail because of how they see problems. They see problems as obstacles instead of opportunities or openings. They see pressure instead of preparation. They see disruption instead of direction. And because of that, we often try to avoid the very thing that was meant to develop us. So, in the idea cycle of change, this is where your innovation, the God given ability, the ability to create things begins. Not when everything is perfect, but when everything's broken. So, the real question is, can you see opportunity inside your problems? So, let's anchor this. James 1, 2, and 3. It says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the test of your faith produces perseverance. This is one of the most counterintuitive scriptures because joy in problems is kind of like, what? Who sees joy in a problem, right? This doesn't make logical sense. Okay. Have you ever asked yourself why, though? Because God never wastes problems. If you put it in your life, He didn't waste it. He put it in your life for purpose, right? Every challenge carries something inside of it. Whether it's growth, whether it's direction, refinement, there is always an opportunity in your problem. Romans 8 and 28 reinforces this because it says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Not some things, but in all things. This means that the rejection that you had, the no that you taken, the delay, right? The delayed gratification, okay? The confusion that you feel and the pressure on your life are all working for the good. But it's only going to work good if you see it correctly. So let's redefine how we see this and redefine how the problem actually is. A problem is not just an obstacle. A problem is an opportunity that has not been understood yet. You just have not understood what the opportunity is in front of you, right? You don't understand what that opportunity is that is looking you in the face. So in the idea of change, I defined innovation as solving problems. We know that. That's common knowledge, right? It's also bringing new ideas to life. So the idea that you have, it's bringing that to life. It's turning the disruption of the change that you're trying to do, right, into the very direction in which you should go, right? That problem is not just interruptions. The problem that you see is actually your progress. Your problem is your starting point. So here's the shift that most people miss. I've missed it. It's old thinking. I used to think that problems were stopping me. Oh, this thing came arise. Oh man, it's an obstacle. I'm done. It's trying to slow me down, right? Problems are negative. When I have a problem in my life, Peter said, hey man, I pray more problems in your life. I sat down. Nope. The girl looked at me and said, you know that's not how that works, right? I said, I know. I just don't need any more. Problems create stress. See, that's the old thinking. But see, today, if you're listening to this and you're watching this video, you have chosen to create a new mind. So you're going to put on the idea cap and you're going to realize that problems actually reveal me. Problems are actually neutral, not negative. And problems, instead of stress, create strategy for me. So innovation begins the moment you ask, what is the problem trying to show me? This problem in my life arrives. What is it trying to show me, Lord? Help me understand what this problem in my life is trying to show me. Because inside every problem, there is a gap. There is a need, a system that is not working, a version of myself that has not yet been developed. And if you ignore the problem in your life, you ignore that opportunity. So why do people miss this opportunity? Because problems trigger the emotions before they trigger your awareness, right? We get in our feelings. We feel insignificant. We get depressed, right? We feel sad, angry, fear, uncertainty. I don't know what to do, right? And emotions tend to cloud your perspective. You can't see it as clear as you want to. So instead of asking, what can I create here? Which is counterintuitive. You ask, how do I get out of this? How do I get it? I want some relief. Help me, Lord. Right? What can I create in this problem? What is this problem in my life? Right? Why is this thing coming up? Okay. Innovation starts when awareness overrides emotion. Say that again. Innovation starts. So in the cycle, innovation will start once you create that awareness of where you are. God asked Adam, where are you? He needed Adam to think. Because Adam was not thinking. Adam was in his feelings. I'm going to hide. So here's what it is. Here's some indicators of your awareness, right? If it frustrates you, it reveals a gap. And that gap is the opportunity. If it repeats, there's a system problem. If you keep repeating the same pattern, you got to change the system, buddy. Okay? And the system needs innovation. Okay? If you're being stretched, it's developing capacity. And that capacity is your next level. Okay? When you feel stretched, you about to level up. Most people get excited, right? Because now we are aware that when we're stretched, we are gaining that capacity. So people are all about that now, which is good, right? Okay. But pay attention to the other two, the repetition of the same problems, right? And frustrations. Okay. Frustrations jump on every frustration that you have. Try it. Remember, the capacity is your next level. Most people pray for opportunity, right? But reject it when it shows up as a problem. just like people, the Pharisees saw Jesus as an issue. It says the stone the builders rejected. They reject it because they don't understand that Jesus was the opportunity for the deliverance that they've been looking for thousands of years. Right? It's that simple. So let's turn problems into our opportunities, y'all. Okay? And what does that actually look like? So in the idea method, if you apply it, identify the problem clearly. Don't avoid it. Define it. Ask yourself, what is actually happening? Okay? Number 2, reframe the problem. Shift from what is happening to me to what can I create from this? Okay? What can I create? Specifically, what can I create? Extract the opportunity. Number 3, extract the opportunity. Take the opportunity. Every problem contains 3 things, and there's more, but these are the 3 things that I pulled out. It creates a lesson, not creates, but contains a lesson, a solution, a new direction. Okay? A lesson, a solution, and a new direction. So take those opportunities as lessons, solutions, and a new direction to go. Okay? And then number 4, take one innovative action. So take this opportunity to really move into this innovative action. And remember, innovation is not thinking. It's acting on the new way of thinking. Okay? Because an idea becomes powerful only when it moves the mind to motion. An idea is only powerful when it moves from mind to motion, from when it moves your mind into motion, when you move from pre-contemplation and contemplation to action. Okay? That is the difference. So let's create a rule for ourselves. Just remember this rule. If the problem reveals something that can be improved, you are not stuck. You're being called to create. So use your innovation. Okay? And if you don't know what innovation is and need help and need some more spark, go watch my video on innovation, the aspect of. It's in this playlist. Okay? Now let's practice this week. Take one problem you're facing right now. Any problem that arises. Okay? Write it down. And then ask yourself these 4 things. What is the real issue? What is the real issue here? Okay? The second thing you want to ask is, what is this revealing? What is this revealing? The third one is, what opportunity exists here? What opportunity exists here? And number 4 is, what is one action I can take? What is one action that I can take? Do not overcomplicate the exercise. Write it down, make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain on tablets. Then whoever reads it can run. And you're the person that's going to read this. So you should be able to act on what it is that you write. Okay? Don't overthink this process. This is simple. Okay? Innovation is built through movement and not perfection. Okay? Don't try to perfect it. Don't overthink it. Keep it as simple as possible. Write your problem down and ask yourself, what's the real issue? What is this revealing? What opportunity exists here? And what is one action I can take? Okay? It's important to understand that problems are not just placing issues in your life. Okay? Problems are just not placed in your life to stop you. Okay? They're placed in your life to help mold, shape, and grow you, okay? To stretch you, to refine you, to reveal that you are capable of creating. The difference is often when people stay stuck, and people who transform their lives, there is a contrast there. And the contrast is not the absence of problems. It's often their perspective. So it's how you see it. They see opportunities where others see obstacles, right? The person who wants to transform sees it as an opportunity, and while other people see it as an obstacle, right? They see the problem as an obstacle. So this is where real change begins. All right. So make real change, make change real. The process is beautiful. Empower your mentality to make real change in the world. This is Coach King. Peace out.